someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Whoa. Before I get into this, I want to make it clear I'm only into black women. I'm just telling you what they have told me. My man said, bro, how many white women have you seen do the Meg Thee Stallion challenge? And he said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 shades away from being Lotto. I said, probably only 1. He said, okay. Yo, 5 of my guys that play on Division I Power 5 football teams, and they were like, Goody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One of my men said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money, Apple Pays and Cash Apps, for her hair and nails. I said, oh shit. My other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, Cava, this and that. She would get mad talking about why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh shit. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some fucking ice cream. My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what do you mean? They said, bro, they know that we're making some money. But while we're at practice or we're at camp, they got us our favorite Cava bowl, double chicken, right? Waiting for them to come out of practice. My friends are telling me these girls are getting their group projects done, getting their essays done, online tests done, on time. I said, wait, what? I said, bro, what about maintenance? There's no way y'all not pay for her hair, nails, bags, her lifestyle. He said, bro, first of all, my girl will get her own Starbucks and even get me one. But if I want to be nice, I'll get her something, from Starbucks. And they were like, hair and nails. They don't even care about the nails, really. And if they do it themselves. Sometimes I pitch in. And I was like, all right, what about hair? They were like, bro, she's white. She just brushes. We're flat hounds. She wants to be special. Jesus Christ, you guys are saving a lot of money. One of my men said this. He just got drafted. He said, bro, I was dating a black girl. Now I'm dating a white girl. I'm about to marry her. He said, the difference between the black girl and the white girl, the biggest difference is the white girl knows when to shut the fuck up. I said, God damn. Listen, this is what they told me. Do with the information as you please. If it takes me 10 to 15 years to find a black woman that's compatible with me, that's what I'm going to do. But this is what they told me.
So the NFL draft happened, about a week or 2 ago? And this video surfaced up because I don't know why. I guess this topic comes up every April, right? Every April 25th, 26th, because that's when the NFL draft occurs. This conversation comes up. And I guess it comes up more so now because more and more women are getting into sports, getting into football. And so they're watching the draft and they're seeing it. Listen, this is nothing new. This is nothing new. Everybody remembers what it was about 2-3 years ago when the black mama had to basically kick the white girl off of her man's lap, basically just grabbed her and snatched her and threw her out the picture frame. I don't make this stuff up. And now you're showing this other white girl that was sitting with her black boyfriend and the tackle that went to, I think he went to the New York Jets, and they were in Waldorf, Maryland. And, the mama kept blocking her. She wasn't blocking her purposefully. She didn't even really realize what you could tell the mom was just hugging. She wasn't doing it intentionally, but, it was there. It was done. But now you have a lot of, I'm assuming, black women complaining about all of the black athletes dating white women. Here's the problem that I'm having with this, because I've seen, there was a video done, and you all can look it up. It was a video done of some black women sitting on a panel, and the black women were complaining that black men in Arizona, she said specifically successful, rich black men. She said rich, successful black men, or something to that effect, do not date black women. And so they're frustrated because the rich and successful black men don't date them. Well, what qualifies as being rich and successful? Because I can tell y'all right now, $1 million isn't rich. So that's just personally the way I feel. The way I feel is you have to have a lot more money than that. You have to have at least $5 million, in my personal opinion, to be considered rich. You have more billionaires now. Making $1 billion is nothing. I can't do it right now. It's an impossible feat for myself. But you look at all of the people becoming billionaires, achieving $1 billion status is kind of nothing now. The money value has changed. And so I'm basically bringing that up to say this, is that it's the concern that I have in regards to black women is that they're only looking at rich and successful men. They don't give a dang about a man that makes, even a man that makes 100,000. Like when sometimes I watch Kendra G, they're like, I need a man that makes 300,000, 500,000. And I'm like, where is that man? Because I can tell you, like right now, CEOs make 300,000. Doctors, surgeons. When I say doctors, I mean surgeons. You have to be either a surgeon or a tech. You can be at the top of the food chain in the tech industry in Silicon Valley. because outside of Silicon Valley, tech people aren't making that type of money. Or you have to be a CEO. Everybody thinks that CEOs make $50 million a year, 80 million. No, a lot of those are the cream of the crop CEOs. But regular CEOs make $300,000 a year. So I'm bringing that up to say this is that when black women are complaining about successful men, you only care about successful men. But if you have a regular man in front of you, even a man that makes 100,000, 120,000, 130,000, you don't care about him. And even if you did care, you don't even assume, like if you see a man in its everyday life, and a lot of y'all haven't even read the book, The Millionaire Next Door, y'all think that a person that makes $100,000 a year is driving Bentleys and living in posh neighborhoods and just they're wearing Gucci clothes from head to got a Gucci hat on. They're looking like John Witherspoon in Boomerang. They're coordinated with a Gucci hat, Gucci shirt, Gucci belt, Gucci pants, Gucci shoes, Gucci socks, with a Gucci watch on with Gucci cologne. That is y'all's perception of what a person that makes $100,000 a year is looking like. And you have never read the book, The Millionaire Next Door. And some of y'all don't even know what $100,000 looks like. I can tell you for a fact, $100,000 and $200,000 is nothing in America, especially if you're single. If you're married and one person makes $200,000, then you're probably doing something because you have one household to take care of. But trust me, when you make $200,000 a year and you're single, and if you live in a big city, a big time city, and that money is not going far, because in that big city, that your rent is for a 2-bedroom is $3,000 a month. And if you have kids that you have to continually support, that money is nothing. Trust me, I know. So when you see a person that makes $200,000 a year, they're driving probably a Camry, probably a Honda Accord, probably some little a Prius. They're driving regular cars. They're not driving Bentleys. They're driving regular cars. They're doing regular things. He has on regular clothes, and especially if it's a man, because a man, I'm going to tell you something like this. A real man, a true man, a working man, a man that's about his money is tied up in probably investments. He's not buying Gucci. He's not buying Louis Vuitton, not for himself. He may buy it for his girl, but he's like, I'm dressed regular. I'm in flip-flops, or I'm in some regular shoes, and I'm in some regular pants, and I'm in a t-shirt. It's a decent looking t-shirt, but it's a t-shirt. And he's dressed regular, or he's dressed in a regular dress shirt. He looks like a regular guy. You would never know he's a millionaire. You would never know. Y'all better watch The Cosby Show, because The Cosby Show is probably a reflection. Remember when Cliff Huxtable went to go buy that car? He went to buy a car. He dressed down so that the salesman wouldn't think that he had money. But y'all having an impression that men, successful men, look a certain way and they have a certain amount of money. Now, and like I said before, if you're looking for a professional athlete, that's 1% of the population. That's less than 1% of men. Less than 1%. To make it to the football league, there's probably about maybe 600. Because there's 53 people on a professional football team. 53, and there's 32 teams. So do 53 times 32, and you'll get the numbers. That's how many people are in the professional football league. And how many of those start? There's only 11 starters on offense, 11 starters on defense. And then when you look at basketball, there's probably only, 12 to 15 men on a team. And there's only 30 teams. Do the math. If you think that you're going to come up with one of these men, good luck. And these men are well built. And you've got to compete with other women. Because now you're competing against white women, Asian women, black women, Indian women, Latino women. You're competing against everybody, because every woman I don't even care. A true racist, even Marjorie Taylor Greene, would probably chase after a black man if she ran across one that was well built, muscular, athletic, looked halfway decent, and made $10 million a year. She's chasing after him. Oh, and by the way, only the starters are making big time money. Everybody on the bench makes minimum salary. Even though the minimum salary in the NFL is good money. It's probably what, maybe $500,000 a year? 300,000? I don't know. But once again, good luck. And you have a lot of women complaining that they can't get these men. And this guy in this video, he summed it up perfectly for y'all. He summed it up perfectly. But the problem that I have with these women is that they only care. Women hate men. They claim that men hate women. And this is the thing that I can't stand. Everything that a woman says, you might as well apply it to her. Because she claims that men hate women and they truly hate women and this, that, and the third. But they hate men because the only time they want a man is when he can give them stuff, when he can do something for them. I need somebody to carry my stuff back to the store. Then she wants a man to do it because she's too lazy to do it herself. Well, she doesn't want to struggle to have to do it. When she wants somebody to buy her stuff, then she wants a man. But then you're just chasing only elite men. But a regular man can do nothing for them. They're totally invisible to you all. You sit around and pass up men all day long in the streets, and then the only thing you see is the black man with the white woman. And then you get mad. But then you don't see the other man just sitting down, looking and waiting. He's looking at you like, I wish she would talk to me. Or I don't even know if I can approach her because she looks like she doesn't like me. Or if he did approach you wouldn't even see him. It's sad. But you have to look at yourself and say why these men aren't after me. You're not even putting in the time. You're not putting in the time with men. You honestly don't. You only want to put, and even with these rich guys, even with these athletes, you're not even pursuing and putting yourself out there to explicitly say, I like you. What's up? I like you. White women apparently are doing that. They're obviously being direct in what they want. And then also too, even if you are doing that, then you're not even taking the next, like this guy said in the video, you're not even taking the next step. You always make assumptions that this guy's a paycheck. I want to go here. Gotta be Morton's. Gotta be the Elite 5 class stuff. You're an athlete. Or she's just using him and he can see it. The one thing I'm going to say is this. And I know I rambled and you guys are probably like, man, I'm tired. What is he talking about? But this is the thing that I noticed. And this is what comes with any situation. When people have money or when people are used to having money, money doesn't pressure them. Or anything. This goes with anything. If a person is used to having clothes, they don't dress all that flashy because they're like, I've done that before. I've been there, done that. I'm on to new things. When a person has money, they're not pressed for money. They've been there, done that. But when people are desperate, it's the desperate people that ask for immediate gratification here and now. And you can see the prime example is this. When you look at when athletes come out, like when you can look at Allen Iverson, you can look at this kind of mostly applies to back in the days in the early 90s. When you look at a lot of the poor athletes that dropped out of school fast, they just went to school for 1 year and left, went to school for 2 years and left to go to the NBA. And it was because I need to make money to take care of my family. I need. So it's like they're pressured to speed up their clock. And even though they may not be ready yet, they may be 1 or 2 years, and they may say, look, you're not really ready yet. But they're like, no, I have to be ready now because I had a baby while I was in college and I need to take care of her. Or I come from a poor environment. I need to get out. So those people are desperate to get out. But the athletes that don't really need anything, Christian Laettners and all of them, They stick around for 4 years. They stick around because it's like, I'm not pressed for money. I'm not live in an impoverished environment. I'm fine. And then once I get out, once I'm ready, and with my draft status, and and I talk to my agent, then I'll come out. And it's the same thing when you look at these women. When women start chasing men, because trust me, I've been through it online with this online dating, which is frustrating. You don't even talk to a woman for 5 minutes before she's talking about what can you do for her? You gonna buy me this? Can you buy me that? I've literally had that happen to me. I've told y'all, I had a female lawyer tell me, and she's a lawyer, I'm ready to live a soft life. I'm ready to, and it's like, this is our very first conversation. And it's already about what you want to stop doing because you're ready for this. So you can tell those are the people struggling. You're probably in debt to your eyeballs because you couldn't control your spending habits, or you racked up a bunch of debt in school. And now you're talking to me on the very first day about living a soft life. Had another female. I told you about the female. She spoils me. She chose a white girl. She claims she met both of us at the same time. So he only knew her 1 month. He spoils me, and I'm looking at her clothes. She's wearing Vans. Every time I see her, she's in some broke looking Vans. She's in some broke looking jeans. But I was looking past the clothes because my thing is this. Once me and you are together, you're gonna be right. Because this is what men do. We'll be like, okay, I can dress her the way I want to dress her. And then she gonna be sharp. If I put her on my arm, she gonna be right when we go out. But I'm not gonna hook you up. And I just met you, and I only known you for a week, 2 weeks, a month, and you haven't even committed to me. We haven't even been intimate. There's no nothing. But yet, she said, okay, well, he's spoiling me. Okay, that's now. Everybody wants immediate gratification, and they don't play the long game. They don't say, well, you know what? This is a good man. If me and him get together, there's a possibility that something, boom, 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 boom. You can't expect somebody to just immediately off the break just start throwing money at you. Now, I guess in this climate, maybe men are doing that, and that's what you're doing. But all you're going to do is come up with a money grab. And if that's what you want, and if you're smart enough to say, okay, I can juice this man, I can date 10 men at once if all of them just continually give me money, and all of the money that they give me, I'm just going to start sock it into some index fund or into something, then maybe you can get a come up. And maybe you don't need a relationship. But if you just going to take that money that they giving you, or if they're paying your rent and you don't take the money that you save and freak it into something that's going to continually bring you money, you're just basically out here soliciting yourself. That's what you're doing. And these women that are chasing athletes, the black women have to ask themselves continually, once again, women always throw it in men's corner to say the successful black man doesn't want me, that the successful black athlete doesn't want me. She's always talking about what quality man doesn't want her, but the common denominator is her. So you have to ask yourself, what do your looks look like? Just like how fellas, just like we can be honest with ourselves, and fellas will tell you all the time, get your looks up, get your muscles up, get this up, get that up. And we try to put in the work. But women just assume that we're just supposed to take them as they are. Bad attitude, don't care, still take me. Bad physique, still take me. Bad eyelashes and weaves and wigs and stuff like that, still take me. No credit, don't know how to manage money, or just about, just being obvious that you're only with me because I have something. I don't care. You're still supposed to date me. The common denominator is you in all of these scenarios. So maybe you ought to change your approach and say, well, maybe if the athlete is unattainable to me, let me find me a good man with a good job and see how that works. I read an article the other day. This was probably about 3 weeks ago, but at this point, it was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And it was white women. This was white women. White women were, well, actually, this was, let me talk about the one that I did read. The one that I read, it was women are going to LinkedIn to find men. And you know what? After I read the headline and I read a little bit of, I said I can understand that. I said that's a smart play. I told y'all I ran into two escorts that tried to solicit me on a dating app. And I was disappointed because I was like, dang, do I look that desperate? Do I look like that much of a loser that I have to pay for intimacy? And it really hurt my feelings that, not one, but two escorts hit me. But then I thought about it too, and it did hurt my feelings. And to this day, I still kind of think about it like, dang. But I will say this, it's a smart play. Because if you're trying to look for a man, here are single men. If you're an escort, this is where all the single men are. Put yourself out there and you gain customers. So I get it. So the LinkedIn thing is like this. If I'm a woman and I'm looking for a quality man with a good career, I don't know, like just looking on dating apps, I really can't tell because the only thing I see, a person could put anything. Like I could put CEO, like I see so many women in their bios, they put boss or CEO or none of your business. They put all this stupid stuff in their bios. Everybody wants to be a boss or a CEO or an entrepreneur. And they put all kind of stuff in their bios online. But on LinkedIn, you really can't lie. I mean, you can lie, but your resume's out there. Your circle of people that you're connected to are out there. It's a better vetting platform. So, and mind you, it's a professional platform, but it's still a way to meet people. So I said, that's smart. And then we all know about 2 years ago, the trend was women were like, I'm going to Home Depot to get a man. That's where all the men are. They're not coming to speed dating things or singles nights. So let me go to where the men are. And not only am I going to where the men are, I'm going to find me at, this man's going to be handy. He's in Home Depot. So I know he know how to build something. He know how to do something with his hands. Or maybe he work in construction and I can get me a good quality working man. He's either going to be a plumber, electrician, general contract. He's going to be something. That's what's called being smart. But this is coming from white women. I don't see none of you sisters. Like when I read these articles, I don't see sisters in these articles saying this. Because they're too busy trying to chase the less, not even 1%. They're like 1% of 1%. They're too busy trying to chase a professional athlete or somebody who makes $400,000 a year. Or if they give up on those, if they can't get those two men, then they go in the total opposite direction of getting, somebody that's out here in the streets making their money in an unscrupulous manner. That's just my take on it. I know I talked a lot, talked for 20 minutes. Hope you learned something from this. Definitely drop comments in the comment section. Hit the like and subscribe. This is the Political Brown Kid. I'm out of here.